Well, hello there, Deep Feeling Collective. It's your girl Genevieve, and today Spirit is talking to me about choice and about truth and about honoring that choice and that truth. Up until now, I have exclusively been speaking with the Divine Feminine, and Spirit reminds me that the Divine Masculine is very much included in this Deep Feeling Collective. So, feelings of diminished self-worth, feelings of forsaking one's truth to keep the peace that isn't exclusive to being in a female body. It's not exclusive to being a woman or being feminine, as we carry both feminine and masculine energies inside of us. But there is a collective of Divine Masculine out there that also abandon themselves, that also don't see their own light, their own worth, and repeatedly overpour into their relationships, romantic and otherwise, in order to feel accepted, seen, loved. Spirit's talking to me today about truth and about choice, and how we are given both of these things, and how sometimes our truth conflicts with the truth of others. I think a lot of the time, as deep feelers, as those that can see things that other people can't see because we see them with our heart, right? We feel it. We feel other people's pain. We feel the disconnection. We feel the anger. We feel the resentment. We feel the sadness. We feel things people don't give voice to. That when we give voice to it, it offends, it contradicts, it makes people uncomfortable, because in our presence they are required to see themselves. And that can make relationships really difficult. That can make being in a romantic relationship with someone who doesn't align with you extremely painful, because you can see them. You can see their light. You can see their trueness. You can see their pain. And so because of that, you extend yourself, because you want to love. You want, and you are love. You want to be what you are, which is love. And also, you can see that the situation, the person, the outcome isn't serving you, isn't what's best for you, isn't in your highest of good. And so there's this emotional push and pull, this emotional void space that we find ourselves in when we stay in situations that don't serve our highest self. Because you hold the love and you hold the pain. You want a certain outcome, or you want something to be different, and you have the knowing that it can't be. So I like to call this the conflict between our human and our divine. This is where the soul knows, and the soul is driving. But the human is attached. The human is attached to the story, is attached to the meaning that we've assigned this person, that we've assigned this situation. There could be history. There could be lifetimes of history between us and another soul. And we attach ourselves to the meaning that we assign it. We attach ourselves to what that person represents to us. We attach ourselves to the story that we may never find what it is we're looking for if we let this person go. Right? But within that, we question our worth. We question our intuition. We question our feelings. We question our judgment. We trip over self-trust, and we fall really deeply into what can only be described as some pretty serious darkness, right? And then the world is loud. Our thoughts are loud. Our feelings are louder. Because as deep feelers, as empathic, clairsentient, so psychic feeling individuals, are our emotions, once again, our emotions are our guidance system, and the worse that we feel is an indicator of how far away from our true nature we really are. So today, we're talking about choice, and we're talking about truth. And Spirit asks of me almost every day, are you going to choose to stand in your truth? Are you going to choose to speak what's true to you? Even with the knowing that it could alienate others, it could push others away, it could offend. What is true to you, Genevieve? And true to you, Deep Feeler? Are you going to choose to stand in that truth? I think sometimes the idea of standing in our truth can be very scary because it elicits the fear response. The fear of, if I speak my truth and I push other people away, I won't have anyone. I'll be alone. I'll be lonely. But the reality, my friends, is that when we speak our truth, we magnetize our energy to those who speak the same truth, to those that hear us, that see us, that know us on that soul level. And that truth can simply be, this isn't working. I am not happy. Or the truth could simply be, I don't know what my truth is, but I know it is something other than what I'm living. It's not an easy place to be. In fact, it can be painful to realize that your truth is somewhere else. But once you realize it, that's when the transformation begins. And sometimes we have to be okay with hurting another person because we are being truthful to ourselves. Even though we may love them, we may feel so deeply, we may be attached, we may be all the things, we have to learn that detachment and higher perspective is what we will cultivate by stepping into our full truth. And it's that step, it's just that first little, okay, I see something, I feel something, I know something isn't aligning with who I am and what I want and how I want my human experience to play out. And it's that first step. It's that tiny moment of trust that changes it all. If you've been watching any of my videos, you know that I have been documenting my story. And I am not afraid to show my grief. I am not afraid to be in my anger. So just know that healing isn't linear. It ebbs and it flows, and the spirals. But it's all for the higher purpose of showing us where we aren't being true to ourselves. It's all for the purpose of helping us align to what is true to us. Because the experience that you're meant to experience is color and sound and symphonies of rainbows. We're meant for laughter. We're meant for passion. We're meant for kissing in the rain and seeing new places and experiencing through our heart space, deep feelers. That's why you were given a heart. You were given. You're meant to experience it, not just survive it. You're meant to find passion. You're meant to find understanding. You're meant to find the people that you don't have to explain your soul to. You're meant to move. You're meant to move within your own truth. You're meant to build and create and experience this life. You're meant to enjoy food and taste and texture. You're meant to feel rain on your skin and the feeling of your favorite song as it moves through your heart. You're meant to connect to the earth, to others, to the stars. And you're meant to live loud and big and bold. You're meant to stand out. But when we look for others, look to others for our validation, when we want other people to tell us that we matter, We will forever keep ourselves in situations that don't feel right, that don't feel good. It's that moment that we learn to give it to ourselves, that we magnetize our energy, and it allows those who see us to come in. And when that happens, magic, joy, abundance, fire. The right people are out there. The right person exists. A friend of mine said to me today, "Am I holding on to fantasy?" And I told her, no, hold on to that fantasy, because it's not fantasy. That all-encompassing, that soul fire love is not fantasy. It exists. And it exists because it exists within you. What you are, you receive. But you have to see yourself first. And you have to know your truth first. And then the choice comes next. Spirit says, joy. Experience joy. What is it that lights you up? What is it that quiets your mind and that makes your soul sing? Go after that. The rest falls in after.